What's going on, everyone? This is Fred, findmyvapes.com, and today I'm going to show you how to Force Patina your mod. Do you have an old copper or brass mod that you want to give a fresh new look? Doing a Force Patina may be the answer for you. With just a few household items, you can take your boring old mod and turn it into something truly unique. Alright, so here's everything that you need to Force Patina your mod. I will go over every item one by one and also place some links down below so that you can get started on your project. So the first item that you'll need is a mod. Now this is just a brass Nemesis clone. Now you can use any mod that you want, but the best metals to use is either copper or brass. You'll also need some sandpaper. Now any fine grit sandpaper will work. This one right here is just some 220 grit sandpaper. And you'll want some gloves. Now you want to wear gloves because any oils or dirt that's transferred onto the mod will result in uneven patina. We will need a plastic or glass tub. This is going to be used to hold our solution. Now you will need some way to suspend your mod from touching the bottom of that plastic tub. I'm just using some regular 32 gauge Kanthal, but you can use any wire that you want. Now we don't want the threads of the mod to have patina on them, so we're going to coat them in Vaseline. This will protect them and keep them nice and smooth. Now the main ingredient that we're going to use today is ammonia. This is just some regular household ammonia. And you'll need a plastic spray bottle to fill with ammonia. And we will also need salt. Now again, this is just some regular household salt. Nothing special about it. And finally, once everything is said and done, we will protect our patina with clear lacquer. Alright, so that's everything that we need, so let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is decide on which part of your mod you want to patina. Now in my case, I'm going to leave this little ring right here, the original metal, and the locking ring, the original metal. Everything else, the switch, the tube, and the top cap, I will want to patina. So take apart your mod and gather just the pieces that you need. Then take your sandpaper and lightly sand the outside surfaces. After you finish sanding the mod, you want to wash all the parts with soap and water, then dry them with a paper towel. From this point forward, do not touch the mod without wearing gloves. We can now start assembling our plastic tub. What you want to do first is place 2 to 3 sheets of paper towels on the bottom of the tub. Next, take your spray bottle with ammonia and start spraying the paper towel. You want the paper towel damp but not soaking wet. Then seal the tub with its lid, and we'll come back to this later. Once your mod is nice and dry, take your Kanthal wire and string it through the mod. Make sure that this wire is long enough to reach both sides of the tub. And next we want to protect all the threads or any part of the mod that you do not want to have patina on it. So we can do so by taking a Q-tip, taking some Vaseline, and rubbing them on all the parts. So we're going to do the threads, the inside threads, and the pin. Now take your tub, open it back up. Now this is soaked with ammonia. Get out your salt and generously sprinkle salt over the paper towels. Next, take your mod and suspend them over the tub. Do each piece one at a time, making sure that they do not touch the paper towels. Now take your spray bottle and start misting the parts. You can get a fast result by sprinkling some salt on all the parts as well. You may need to carefully rotate the tube to get to the other side. Once you're satisfied with the coverage, go ahead and place the lid back on the tub. Now just check back every few hours until you're satisfied with the patina. So it's been about 2 hours now. I'm going to lift up the lid just to check up on it. Things are definitely happening right now. As you can see, it is looking pretty blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on much longer than this, but I want to rotate the tubes, spray it down with some more ammonia on the other side, and then put some more salt on it. I'm going to close the lid back up and leave it on for several more hours. So that's what the underside looks like. Alright, so I'm going to spray it again with some ammonia. Just misting it just a little bit. And then throw some more salt on it. And then cover it back up with the lid. Come back again in a few more hours and see how it looks. Okay, so it's been a little over 24 hours now, and I am pretty satisfied with the way it looks. Okay, so as you can see, it's a nice greenish blue. Now, I did check up on it every couple of hours, and I would give it a quarter turn and then spray it back down with the solution in the bottle. Okay, so the next step that we want to do is let this dry. And the way that I prefer to do this is to take off the lid, place this entire setup in a well-ventilated area, and just leave it out to dry for a few hours. Just be aware that the color of the patina can still change as it's drying, so this may not be the final look. Alright, so the patina is fully dried, and at this point you still want to be very careful handling it because it can still rub off. So what I want to do before I clear coat is first clean off all these threads and even tape them off before spraying it down. I'm going to spray 3 coats, come back, show it to you guys, and most likely what I'm going to do is do some fine sanding and spray more coats. Okay, so I am back. This is about 3 coats of the clear lacquer, and as you can see, this is a very, very nice finish, almost a marbly type of look. Now you can stop right here and actually just put everything back together if you want, but you may notice that there is still some texture on the tube, and this is from the patina itself, or it could also be from the salt. So what I'm going to do is actually do a quick wet sanding of this with some very, very fine sandpaper. I have 600 grit. Then I'm going to go back and re-clear it with a few more layers. And when that's done, I'm going to do a quick polish. I'm going to clean off all the threads, put it back together, and we should be good to go. Oh yeah, so this project is done. I put on the final coats of clear, and then I polished it down with some turtle wax, just some regular car wax, and this is what we have. Basically, I put it all together, and she is ready to vape. And here's the 510 connection. And the switch. Yeah, I think this looks really, really good, especially for a DIY project. Last thing to do is just vape on it. So I gotta say, this is looking pretty good. So it has a nice marble finish to this, and as for the performance, well, it's about the same. And it's supposed to be. As long as you clean off all the threads and all the contacts, you're not going to see any reduction in performance. The only difference to this mod is the looks. And like I said before, it looks pretty damn good. And this is very simple to do. All you need is just a few household products, and many of you probably already have it. And you can turn an old mod into something that looks truly unique. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.